Hello everyone, what is up? It is me, AlbyMTG, and today I have another set of packages that I'm sending out using the Cardsphere website, the Cardsphere service. We have 3 different packages that I'm sending out for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different cards going out in 3 separate packages. The first package being 6 cards, the second package being 2 cards, and the third package being 2 cards as well, for a total of 10. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing that I'm sending off is 3 mutagenic growths. And then after you guys can see, we're also sending along some Apostles' Blessings. So it can kind of be assumed, let me move those up in the camera a little bit there for you. I'm kind of assuming that whoever I'm sending these to, they're making some sort of an Infect deck for Modern would be my guess, because these are all played in the Modern Infect deck. And he also ordered this Modern staple, which I'm sending, which is a Mishras Bauble. Some people may be asking, why would you send something like a Mishras Bauble? I personally don't have any plans to play decks using Mishras Bauble. Right now I'm very happy with how 8-Rack is working for me, and so I plan to be playing 8-Rack a lot in the future, so no reason to have this Mishras Bauble. Might as well turn it into some money in my Cardsphere account instead. Then we have the second package, which I'm sending out here. Someone wanted a Revel enriches. Center that a little bit. A Revel enriches, so not really sure why anyone would want one of these. However, maybe for Commander, maybe they're planning on doing some sort of strange win con in Commander or something like that. They also wanted this Unclaimed Territory, which is a very, very good land, especially in tribal decks. The reason I'm sending this Unclaimed Territory away is because I recently got a playset of whatever the promo ones were from either the Open House or Standard Showdown, one of those, whatever the promo Unclaimed Territories were. I recently came across a playset of those, so I don't need my regular ones anymore, so I'm kind of looking to trade those off. So willing to send away this Revel enriches and this Unclaimed Territory to another user. And then the final thing that I'm sending away is a copy here of a Game Day promo Trophy Mage. I also recently came across quite a few Game Day promo Trophy Mages, which means that I don't need the ones that I had previously, so it means I can send these off. And I'm also sending away a very, very good card here in Recruiter of the Guard. I actually didn't... if you go back and watch the introduction episode, there was a user by the name of Alex, and we compared how I could send his package here in the United States for a certain percentage that was less than sending it to another user in Canada. And I actually messaged Alex. I said, if you're interested in bumping up the percentage a little bit on your Recruiter of the Guard, I'll gladly send it away along with this, along with the Trophy Mage. That I would be able to send him these 2 cards easily. He said, sure thing, up the percentages a little bit, and then I'm more than happy to be sending away this Trophy Mage and this Recruiter of the Guard to a user by the name of Alex. So let's go ahead and talk about the financial aspects of things. Alright, hello everyone, we are back. This is the my sending page here. As you can see, I've already received $17.64 in credit from the 2 packages that I sent out previously this week. But here you can see we're sending out another $16.82, 10 cards in 3 packages, and let's go ahead and talk about some financials here. So we'll go ahead with the Recruiter of the Guard first. As you can see, $7.63. Again, I can't go into the percentages because that feature is not on the sending page. So $7.63, I believe, was what I said. So that would have been at an 85%. I believe, if I can recall correctly, I think he had it at 80%, and I asked him to bump it up an additional 5%, or he had it at like 81%, and I asked him to bump it up an additional 4%. It was something like that. I could easily go here into my messages and like show you the message. However, I'm not going to do that. It doesn't seem right to just show people my messages. So doesn't feel right without, the consent of the other user, obviously. So here, 85%, I feel 85% is a reasonable amount for this Recruiter of the Guard. I was hoping to get somewhere between 85% to 90% for the Recruiter of the Guard. The Recruiter of the Guard, it's an absolutely great card, so being able to receive a high percentage off of it, as you can see right here, $8.99, and we ended up getting $7.63 for our Recruiter of the Guard. So we'll go back to sending, and we'll go here to a Trophy Mage Full Art Game Day promo. This again to the user by the name of Alex. And so 63 cents for this Trophy Mage Full Art. 63 cents, as you can see here, was actually at a 100% trade, which is actually very nice. It's not very often where you'll get to make 100% trades. So as you can see here on the last 10 trades, the second highest is down here at the bottom on October 9th. There was a trade at 88%. So very, very happy to get 100% of the value off of this Trophy Mage. And like I said, since I ended up receiving more Trophy Mages that are these game day promos, I no longer need this one. So being able to unload it at 100% is very, very nice. We'll go ahead back into the sending here. We'll take a look at this second package. This one is going to, I'm probably going to butcher this last name. I believe it's Fred Deichler would be how I would assume it's pronounced. And he wanted the Revel, Enriches, and the Unclaimed Territory. So Revel Enriches at 67 cents. As you can see, it's here for 89 cents. So 67 cents. We got 75% for it, 75%, not really a lot. However, Revel Enriches, to me, just doesn't seem like a very good card. I imagine that because of the fact that it says you win the game, that there's some people that are trying to make brews with it and things like that. Personally, that's not how I play. When I'm brewing with cards, I want them to be good cards and not Revel Enriches. However, if you want to build something with Revel Enriches, that's fantastic. And I was more than happy to receive 67 cents at a percentage of 75% for this Revel Enriches. We'll go back, and that's not the right button. That's sending is where we want to be here. The next card was Unclaimed Territory at $1.72. So we'll go on to here. You can see it's at $2.20. So at $1.72, here we are with an 80% trade, which I feel is a reasonable value for the Unclaimed Territory. The number that I had in my head was originally $1.75. But when I saw that there were all of these other trades here at this $1.72 mark, here at 80%, I basically just agreed that that was probably fine. No point in, messaging someone to raise their percentages over 3 cents when I had $1.75 in mind after receiving the promo versions that I received. So happy to unload this Unclaimed Territory to user Fred Deichler. Again, I believe is how you would pronounce that last name. For an 80% $1.72 trade. And then that takes us to this final one here to user Kiko Moon, who I believe is building a modern infect deck or some sort of an infect deck. No rares or mythics here in this package, so it does come to show you that you can unload commons and uncommons and be able to make decent packages on this website. As you can see, $6.17 worth of commons and uncommons being sent away to Kiko Moon here. I believe we'll start off with the Apostles' Blessing since they're both the same. You can see we got 17 cents for both of them right here from New Phyrexia. So we'll go here to the recent trades. 17 cents, percentage 68%, but again, index price of only a quarter, so the percentage is going to be a little bit lower. For a card that I believe has been printed twice, New Phyrexia and Modern Masters, receiving 25 cents for it as a common isn't too bad. And so getting 17 cents for it, I was very happy to receive 17 cents, especially after seeing here on December 31st, there was a bunch of them unloaded for 5 cents here. And with mine being the two Apostles' Blessings here at the top, so 17 cents and 17 cents compared to all these other 5-cent trades, a percentage difference of around 47% between these two. I was very happy to be unloading the Apostles' Blessings for for that increased percentage over what some would assume market value is based on previous trades. We'll go ahead and check out Mishras Bauble now. So sending, and here is Mishras Bauble at $3.45. Mishras Bauble, $3.45. Again, a percentage of 80. I really like this 80% mark. 80% seems like a very fair value, 4/5 of the value worth of your card. It's very easy on this website to trade things off at least with what I'm seeing so far. It seems like it's very easy. If you can put in the time to find good trades, you can easily find some good solid 80% value and higher trades that definitely add up in the long run. Like, it may not seem like 45 cents is a lot here between this 80% and 69 cents, or 69% trade here on January 6th and January 5th. That 45 cents might not seem like it's a lot, but when you're doing this constantly over and over again throughout the course of your trading, that 11% difference can definitely add up when you're talking about, you know, I don't even know, just like higher value cards. 11% on a higher value card is obviously going to be very important to you later on in trading when you're trying to get cards on your once list. You have these high value cards on your once list. You definitely want to pay attention to the percentages. And this 45 cents, like I said, might not seem like a lot, but since we basically started at $0 in the account, that 45 cents could end up meaning quite a lot. So Mishras Bauble at 80% value, I feel is okay. I feel like you might be able, if you're very patient, you might be able to receive more than 80% for your Mishras Baubles. At some other point here, you can see a user got them at 81%. That 1% obviously isn't much of a difference, but if you're patient enough, you can definitely receive 80% or higher for staple cards like this Mishras Bauble. So very happy to unload that at 80%, especially because I don't need it. Finally, we have the 3 copies of Mutagenic Growth. I have them from different sets. He was accepting from different sets. There is 1 here from Modern Masters 2015 and 2 here from New Phyrexia. The Modern Masters 2015 one being an uncommon versus the common here on New Phyrexia means that the index price is slightly higher in favor of the uncommon Mutagenic Growth from Modern Masters 2015. So you can see here at 88 cents for this Mutagenic Growth. An index price of 112, so 88 cents was 79%. Again, I told you guys I like that 80% mark. That 80% mark seems very nice. And you can see that the value is basically the same thing as this 80% mark here. You can see on December 29th, 2 of them were traded at the 80% mark for 88 cents, and here I'm doing 79% for 88 cents as well. So basically just the same thing around that 80% mark again, even for these commons and uncommons. And then we'll go to New Phyrexia. I forget what I traded them at, but we'll see if I can recognize it. So mine were the 75-cent ones here, again at an 80% value. Just never get tired of that 85 or that 80% value. I apologize. I believe I said 85%. I meant 80% value. That 80% value is just fantastic. Again, you can see people here unloading them at 34%, unloading them at 60%. If you're patient and you use the website effectively and you can go through and try and just go through your commons and uncommons and find people who are willing to give more than just 30 cents for your common and uncommon when it's at an 89% or when it's at an 89 index price here, being able to unload these for 75% at an index price of 94 at an index price of 94 cents for an 80% trade, I think is very, very good. 75 cents is fine. $1.50 for 2 commons, I feel, is pretty good value. So again, 80% mark, just fantastic. You can see the prices going up a little bit with an index price here of 94% compared to an index price of 89% here. When it was 80% of the value on October 24th versus 80% of the value here on January 6th. So maybe it means that they're slowly creeping up in price ever so slowly. I feel like it's not going to make that much of a difference in terms of the long run. I'd rather just unload them now and see if I can get some money in my Cardsphere account and then eventually trade those sooner rather than later into some, cards that I actually want. So that's all I have for this video. I believe this is going to be the last one here in this week's My Cardsphere Story. So if you guys did enjoy them, be sure to leave a like on this video. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. It helps out the series as well as just helps out the channel and myself. So if you did enjoy them, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, all that other kind of stuff that every other YouTuber tells you to do. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.